Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Emotional Guy. This is the channel where we talk all things men, the good, the bad and the ugly of men. We talk about the boy child, we talk about teenagers, we talk about young adults, we talk about old adults, if I may put it that way, fathers, grandfathers, uncles, brothers, and everyone who identifies as a male. The aim of this channel is to find ways to start talking about issues around men and find ways to help the male folk become better humans. We've talked about many things on this channel so far, and I've gotten comments from so many of you. I appreciate the comments. I've gotten likes from so many of you. I do appreciate it. And to everyone who has subscribed to this channel, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And I'm wondering what you're waiting for. Why don't you just subscribe to the channel so that when new videos come out, you get notified and you get to watch them and even share with your friends. So please click on the button there and subscribe, and the Emotional Guy will be quite appreciative of it. On today's show, we'll be talking about entitlement mentality amongst humans. So one of the biggest problems that has plagued the Nigerian society is humans, males and females, feeling entitled to various things, feeling entitled to various persons, thinking people owe them something. For those of you who don't understand what entitlement mentality is, WebMD has defined entitlement mentality as the you owe me mentality. Entitlement mentality is a sense of deservingness or being owed a favor when little or nothing has been done to deserve special treatment. That is what WebMD said entitlement mentality is. You think somebody owes you something when you've done little or nothing to deserve that thing you think someone owes you. And so we find out across board, especially between males and females, each party thinking this person owes me and the other party thinking this person owes me. So recently, DJ Ada came out on social media and talked about how she was asked to go out on a date and she didn't get transport money back home. And it made the vibes to the point that she was even on the show, Frankly Speaking, where she defended her position and said it was wrong for a guy to ask a lady out and not give her transport money. Come on, guys. When did we get to that point where being humans, existing as a human being with another human being, became transactional? I don't get it. I don't get why it has to be so. And that is just one aspect of entitlement mentality between a man and a woman. I will come back to that. There is this other entitlement mentality which we see across board where we think family members owe us something, and uncle somewhere owes you this and uncle somewhere owes you that, or he is there with all his money and you're suffering and you're doing this and you're drinking garri, you're not eating good food, you don't have a good job, and so on and so forth, and you hold this grudge against this your uncle, against this your family member. Come on. That's another serious entitlement mentality that exists amongst Nigerians. The third entitlement mentality that exists amongst Nigerians and Africans by extension, and the rest of the world generally, is when you think your friend owes you something. Your friend is doing well and you're not doing well and you're angry. You are upset. You're beefing your friend because your friend is succeeding and you're not. Or you think that your friend should earn his salary and come and give you half of it and stuff like that. Come on. Man, guys, I mean, it's just amazing where we've gotten to. But let's talk about these three types of entitlement mentality between a man and a woman, entitlement mentality between a person and family members, and then entitlement mentality amongst friends. Don't worry, this video is not going to be a very long one. I'm going to keep it short and I'm going to keep it simple. Let's start from the top. DJ Ada went on a date and she didn't get transport money back home and she was upset. She came out on social media and she talked about how it was wrong of men to ask a lady to come out on a date and you don't give the lady transport money.
So this is one reason why I don't like to hang out with young guys. And now it sounds funny, but it's the truth, yeah? You get to hang out with a young dude and then you're like, oh, you get your makeup done, your hair done, see that person
onto Airport Road.
and once you see the person, it's like, okay, I'm done, I've seen you, it was great meeting you, time to go home. They always don't give you transport fare home. Is this funny? But there's no, oh, thanks, I really appreciate the fact that you took your time out, you got dressed to come out, right? There's no take, send me your account number, let me send you money home. It's always, oh, all right, no problem, see you another time. How do you think I'm gonna come out another time? I'm not coming out for nobody.
Let me just say categorically, how would you feel if you invite a guy to your house? Ladies, you invite a guy to your house and he expects you to cook this, to set a table before him. He expects you to make edikaikon soup, or he expects you to make pasta with big chicken or turkey or huge lumps of goat meat and stuff like that. How would you feel? If that happens, we will not hear the last of it. So if you think it is not right for a guy to come visit you at home and expect that you cook, sometimes even demand that you lay a table before him, come on. Now, is it wrong for you to have a table prepared for a guy who is coming to visit you? No, absolutely not. It's not wrong. Is it also wrong for a guy to give a lady money to take home and say, use this for a transport fare after they've gone out, or even drop her off? Absolutely not. It's not wrong. But it is wrong, very wrong, to be entitled and think that it is your right to get these things from opposite sex, from the opposite gender, just because you spend some time with the person. Please, we need to drop this idea. We need to find ways to exist better. We need to find ways to relate better with each other. We need to find ways, things that matter, to help build a solid relationship between ourselves. Dijada is as good as it is. You need to protect your dignity as a lady. Don't sell yourself short. If the guy invites you out and you had a good time, thank him for the good time and go home. If you did not have a good time, then you know that you're not going to spend time again with this guy. Then you just block his number, or next time he calls you and says, let's go out, you don't go out. It is absolutely, it's just funny that you're demanding transport fare to go home. And then you're now extending it to other females, making it look like if they don't get transport fare, then it's been a futile attempt. They've not had a nice time out there. Come on. We can do better. There are so many things that we can do to be better as humans. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, For guys, I'm going to say categorically, it is only right, it's right, it's gentlemanly for you to make sure your lady gets home. It's right. If you can't, then give a call. Have you gotten home? It's okay to do that. It's very proper. Check up on the person. Are you home? Hope you had a nice time, and life goes on. For you ladies, for ladies, please, if you don't have transport fare, stay at home. I beg of you, stay at home. If you really want to go out, then politely ask for the fare. Politely tell the person, oh, I can't come out because I don't have transport fare. And if the person has, the person will give to you. If the person does not have, the person won't go ahead with the date. The problem I've noticed we have is that we think guys are always in a position to spend money. We think guys are always in a position to gift money to the opposite sex. We think guys are always in a good place, and as such, they can live flamboyant lives. Let me put it to you directly. So many guys that you see out there are struggling to make ends meet. It's just the simple truth. They are working their asses off, for want of a better word, to have a good life, to pay their rent, to be able to get by every day. And I think we have constructed a system where we just put so many guys under a lot of pressure. Hence the vices we're seeing out there. The Yahoo boys, the 419 guys, armed robbers, people who pilfer at work, people who steal from organizations, and people who do all kinds of things. We need to tone down on the pressure. We need to tone down on the pressure that we're putting on men, on guys out there. He has done a whole lot bringing you out already and having a nice time with you. Just go home. Or just let him take you home. And then see where it goes from there. You don't know what that guy has gone through just to make sure that you both had a nice time, a nice evening, a nice morning, or a nice afternoon, whatever time it may be. Let's tone down on the pressure. We don't know what guys are going through. And you guys, let me be very straight with you. Stop trying to impress anybody. Stop it. You're only setting yourself up for failure. You're only setting yourself up for more pressure. If you want to ask a girl out, then just ask her out and do it to your strength. If it is a yapasera, take her to a yapasera and let her see you for who you are. Don't try to impress anybody. This is where we cause problems for ourselves because we want to impress somebody. Please, let's get it done. And then to the rest of us who were dealing with entitlement mentality, but not in relationship positions, not between the opposite gender, but families or friends. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody owes you anything. See, as a matter of fact, WebMD went ahead to define entitlement mentality as a narcissistic personality trait. Narcissists, they are just interested in themselves. They don't care what any other person feels. They don't care how any other person feels. And it is just not a very good trait to have. It is a selfish trait. It is a very, very selfish trait. Like, I understand we all have our different realities that has caused this, but we need to be conscious of how we relate with other human beings. Don't be a narcissist. Your family members who you think owe you don't owe you. Life is about opportunities and privileges. When you get the opportunity to do something, do it. When you get the opportunity to make a request, request humbly, request thankfully. When you get the opportunity to seek help, be grateful about that opportunity. Same goes with privilege. It's a privilege for you to have somebody who you can say, please, I need help in this. respect, or I need help in that respect. So many people don't have that privilege. So many persons don't have that opportunity to ask people for favors. Don't ask for favors thinking people owe you. Don't ask for favors in the form of demands. It's going to take us nowhere. Entitlement mentality is one reason why we have so many vices in our society. Until we deal with it, we will keep just jumping around the place and having everything that we're seeing out there. This is really important. So, I wasn't going to talk about entitlement mentality in this episode, but in the past few days, I've heard a lot of things that made me say, no, I've got to say this, I've got to talk about it. I initially was not going to talk about Dijada, but it's been coming and it's been coming, so I couldn't ignore it anymore. For the ladies out there, no guy owes you anything. Is it okay to ask? Yes, ask. But don't ask like the person owes you. And then when what you're demanding for, when what you're asking for doesn't get to you, don't think that the guy, he's stingy, he doesn't want to give it to me. You need to ask yourself, how is this guy even faring? We guys also need to be looked after. Call up the guys you know and ask them, how are you doing? It won't kill you. It won't kill you to be nice to a guy. Just a simple text message will do. Hey Chooks, are you doing well? And you'll be amazed at the response you're going to get. Guys are emotional beings, and some of these things tell on us. We might not be talking about it, we might not be showing it, but believe you me, we need to be looked after. And that's it for this episode of The Emotional Guy. Please remember to like, remember to subscribe, and remember to share the video. Until I come your way next time, please don't be an entitled fellow. I am The Emotional Guy. Hi.